pizza time because you have reached Red Steele's Total Review. I'm your man, Red Steele, and today I'll be reviewing from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rocksteady. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rocksteady. But before I get into the actual review, I just want to go over some of the old school details on this packaging. Up front here, it's a blister showing both the figure and all the accessories inside. On the top here, a couple of finished illustrations of Rocksteady, and below that you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Over here, the Foot Clan emblem, and on top of that it says Rocksteady. Weapon, retro gun, and below that you have another picture of Rocksteady. In the corner here, you have the warning label. In the other corner here, you have the Playmates emblem. Then, back of the packaging here, in the top corner here, you have the Nickelodeon emblem. In the other corner here, you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Then over here, a panel that says, the evolution of the turtles. A boy's bowl of pet turtles falls into the stench of the underground city sewer. They land on Splinter, a penniless but powerful ninja master who lives in the muck. Then over here it says, Splinter's enemy, Shredder, leader of the evil Foot Clan, pours a disgusting green ooze over Splinter and accidentally the turtles, hoping to zap him dead. Then over here it says, instead, the turtle pets mutate into turtle teens, and Splinter turns into the biggest rat to ever face a trap. In the final panel it says, Splinter, the big cheese leader, teaches the turtles the way of the ninja. Together, they form a kick-stomping fighting team for the side of good against the deadly Foot Clan. Get ready for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In the middle here, you have a cross of all the other available figures. Then down there, you have a file card that reads, Portrait of Rocksteady, Mutant G.I. Mauler, and Shredder's #1 thug. Vital Artistics, Weapon, Retro Mutant Gun, Manhole Cover Shield, Turtle Carver Knife. Birthplace, La Brea Tar Pit. Height, 5'7", weight, 240 pounds. Age, 25. Previous form, military punk rhinoceros. Then down here it says, Rocksteady's tough rhino body makes him a turtle-bashing powerhouse. His lack of smarts makes him dangerous. This mutant mammal is trouble with this retro mutant gun. One shot can level a whole building or a shell turtle. Off-duty, Rocksteady loves to fry up a mess of juicy turtle burgers for the whole hungry Foot Clan. Rocksteady's field glasses survey the area for anything that looks like a turtle. He's mistakenly blasted 6 soccer balls. This G.I. Rockhead blatantly displays his victory kills with the turtle sculpt he wears around his belt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classic Basic Rocksteady. Rocksteady was released January 15, 2023 with the suggested retail price of $11.99 and he was available at all major retailers. Rocksteady was released along with the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles basic classic figures, Shredder, Krang, Bebop, Foot Soldier, Leatherhead, and Splinter. Rocksteady has 7 points of articulation and his accessories include his retro mutant gun, manhole cover shield, and turtle carver knife. Rocksteady stands 4 inches tall and he is meant for fans ages 4 and up. Now that Rocksteady on my display table, so I want to go over some of his play features and accessories. First, I talk about his retro mutant gun. This retro mutant gun came on a little tree that was included with Rocksteady, and you had to pull all the accessories up. Very old school, and I like that touch. It just kind of gives it that personal touch where you're able to pull these off the little tree. But in order to arm Rocksteady with this retro mutant gun, the handle here is actually a 5mm peg. Each one of his hands has a 5mm porthole. He's popped this blaster in either one of his hands. Unfortunately, the way that the figure's designed and the blaster's designed, you can't really arm it where like straightforward because there's no articulation in the elbow. So you gotta angle the blaster so it kind of comes in like that. A little weird, but I mean for display purposes, it has that vintage classic look where with that limited articulation you still have that cool little display here. You can see where I cut the Retro Mutant gun off the tree right here because you get that stress mark right there and right there. But it's still pretty cool. It's very, very old school. Because the next accessory I want to go ahead and bring in is the sewer cover. And it has the sewer cover mold detail across the front right here. And you even got that simulated look where you got the ridges right here for the sewer cover. Very, very nicely done. The back of the sewer cover, you got some bolt holes right here. You get the handle right here. You slip that handle right into the Rocksteady's hand, just like that. And now you got Rocksteady armed with his city sewer lid and his Retro Mutant gun. But you also have a final accessory, which is his turtle carver knife. And right here you got that like that blade detail where the top of the blade's not sharp, kind of rounded so it won't cause any damage to any of the kitties. This figure is 4-and-up after all. You get the little teeth right here, but still, I mean it's like perforated, but it doesn't really cause any damage if you like rub it against the skin like that. But it's a very, very cool accessory. The same way you arm his Retro Mutant gun, you can arm the turtle carver knife, just slip it right into his hand, just like that. And now you got Rocksteady armed with his turtle carver knife. I'm going to take that, put that off to the side, and give him his blaster back because, I mean, he looks more menacing with his shield and his Retro Mutant blaster. Unfortunately, there's no way to store the knife unless you really just wanted to do it yourself, where you just like stick it in the back of his belt just like that. And I kind of think it's a cool mold detail because the belt's a separate, it's a separate mold. So you actually take the belt on and off by like, it's a little clasp back here. You can take the belt off. I think it's a nice little touch because, you know, in his bio spec card, it mentions that he has some souvenir turtle shells on his belt. Past victims of Rocksteady. Very cool. In order to put the belt back on, just put it around his waist. It's molded out like a rubbery soft plastic, so it's very, very flexible. I mean, this figure is really, really well done. I did own an original Rocksteady back in the day, but unfortunately I sold off my collection. I don't have a Rocksteady do a side-by-side comparison, but from what I've seen from other reviews that I've done, Playmates just once in a while they sporadically reissue the original Turtles, and I know right now Turtles have been around for a long time now. They've been around for over 30 years, so I know there's many generations of Turtles, and they've released another generation of Turtles. I think the ones from like the early 2000s, which I'm pretty excited about too. And those are nicely done, and they're releasing those figures in the original packaging, much like they did with the vintage Turtles. I mean, this Rocksteady is a fantastic figure. And I do notice that the horns are kind of rounded off, so they're not sharp, so they're not going to cause any damage to children. I mean, Rocksteady himself is nicely detailed, and he's a very underrated figure because he's one of those comic relief characters in a cartoon. But I mean, just reading his biospec card and seeing some of the stuff they've done with him, you know, post animated series, Rocksteady's very menacing, very powerful character, a former GI Brunt that kind of joined the Foot Clan, and he seems very dangerous, and he's done a lot of harm in the comic book. Unfortunately, the cartoon kind of watered his character down. But nonetheless, he's a very cool figure, and I'm very glad I got my hands on him, and I'm very happy with the way Playmates handles their reissues, because, I mean, they do very little to make them different than the originals. They might change something, maybe a slight color change or something. I just wish I had my original Rocksteady do a side-by-side comparison. But very cool figure, I highly recommend picking them up. But if you guys found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, if you really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Red Steele's Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.